Just as he was about to take his first bite, a second crow flapped down and landed on the windowsill with a thump. "That is a mighty big and tasty-looking pie," she called. "You don't interest to eat it all by yourself, do you?" "Well, it was sure I thinking it would," answered the first crow. "Since I found it first, it's all mine." "Don't be so selfish," replied the second crow. "You can certainly see that there's enough pie for 2 hungry crows. Besides, you will feel far better sharing the pie than you will getting a tummy ache from the eating and the entire thing. So how about giving some of it to me?" The first crow took a few moments to think. "I suppose it could share it to you. After all, it is a very large pie. How do you propose to divide it?" he asked. "Just split down the middle," offered the second crow. "That way you get 1/2, and I get the other half. It's fair if we each get equal halves on the pie, isn't it?" "I suppose too," said the first crow. The crows landed on the pie just half. Just as he finished cutting, 2 more crows landed with a filter of black wings. They stared at the pie with bright, greedy eyes. "How about offering that some tasty-looking pie to us?" they begged. The first and second crow glanced to each other, wondering whether or not they could bear to give away for some of the pie. They finally agreed that sharing was a good thing. So they decided to split the pie with the other 2 crows. "How do we cut up the pie now?" asked the first crow. The second crow, being the martyr of the 2, sucked at dividing each one of the halves down the middle, cutting each half into 2 pieces. "It will make 4 equal slices. Each of us will have 4 of the pie," she said. "Brilliant idea," said the first crow. Now he cut for the 2 halves in half, making 4. "There, we've got 4 equal pieces. Now everyone should be happy. Let's eat." But before the first 4 crows could even one bite of the pie, 4 more crows sailed down and perched on the ledge beside them. They stared hungrily at the pie. "How about being generous and sharing that lovely pie with poor hungry crows?" they pleaded. There was a bunch of squawking and cawing among the first 4 crows, but they too agreed that sharing was a good thing. They decided to give a portion of the pie to 4 other hungry crows. Now what are we going to do to make sure that everyone gets an equal piece?" asked the first crow. The second crow declared, "No problem. We just make 8 equal pieces by cutting each of the 4s in half. That will mean we each get 1/8 of the pie. That's the fairest way to do it, and everyone should be happy." "That sounds good to us," shouted all the crows. "Now let's hurry to eat our pieces of pie before we have to split them into even smaller fractions." Each hungry crow gobbled down the 8 of the pie, then they all flew up and inserted the border.
Good job.